Hey there, students. We are talking about the text analysis portion of the New York State English Regent test. And our main goals for today are going to be to understand what this text analysis portion asks you to do, to review the concept of central idea, and then to begin tackling a text analysis ourselves. Now keep in mind that all of the activities that come with today will be graded based on participation and completion. Make sure you're taking care of those. So first, the text analysis is the third portion of the Regents after the multiple choice, after the argumentative essay, which we will talk about more later this week, and it is described as the following. Okay, the task is closely read the text provided on whatever page and write a well-developed text-based response of 2 to 3 paragraphs. In your response, identify a central idea in the text and analyze how the author's use of one writing strategy, literary element or literary technique or rhetorical device, any kinds of device, element, or technique will work, develops this central idea. Use strong and thorough evidence from the text to support your analysis. Do not simply summarize the text. You may use the margins to take notes as you read and scrap paper to plan your response. Write your response in the spaces provided on pages 7 through 9 of your essay booklet. Now be sure to 1. Identify a central idea in the text. 2. Analyze how the author's use of one writing strategy, that means a literary element or a literary technique or a rhetorical device, develops this central idea. Examples of this could include things like characterization, conflict, denotation or connotation, metaphor, simile, irony, language use, point of view, setting, structure, symbolism, theme, tone, really anything that would fit in terms of a literary device or technique. Make sure that you're using strong and thorough evidence from the text to support your analysis. Organize your ideas in a cohesive and coherent manner. Maintain a formal style of writing and follow the conventions of standard written English. Now, at this point, I want you to pause this video and annotate your copy of the prompt on the first page of your packet. Once you're done annotating that passage, that prompt, you can answer the questions below it and then restart this video. All right, I'm going to give you a second to pause now. All right, welcome back. Okay, just to put this task into our own words, we are reading a passage, fiction or nonfiction, explaining how the author's use of one literary or rhetorical device helps to develop the central message of the piece in 3-ish well-developed paragraphs. Make sure that you're using at least 2 examples of the same literary or rhetorical device. This means that you should pick a device that you see several examples of, whether that's characterization, conflict, symbolism, metaphor, whatever it is. You need multiple pieces of evidence for this, so make sure that you pick a technique, a strategy, or device that is used amply throughout the piece. Remember that your responses should be 2 to 3 paragraphs long. Now, this is based on a 4-point scale, much like the argumentative essay is based on a 6-point scale. So we have this broken up into 4 subcategories. You will be graded on content and analysis, evidence, coherence, organization and style, and conventions. Go ahead and pause your screen right now and look over our rubric here for just a moment so you have a thorough understanding of what it is exactly you will be graded on. All right, now that we've taken a look at the rubric, let's think about the most important part of this entire thing is identifying the central idea. So just a reminder, a central idea is the most important idea or the main message within a piece of writing. It is what the writer of the piece is trying to teach the reader. So what does the writer want us to walk away with? This could be a lesson, an important inference or idea, a theme, a moral, something along those lines. Now, if we look here, I've got some examples of what some level 4 central ideas are. So all of these central ideas come from level 4 papers. First one here. The central idea of Shaw's speech is that women deserve the right to vote. Again, this is an arguable message. This is a lesson. 2. The central idea of this text is when two cultures collide, the primitive culture must adapt to the new culture while maintaining its own cultural identity. Again, this is what the writer is trying to persuade the reader about. It's what it's trying to teach us. And level 4. The central idea of this text is that misunderstandings and the lack of knowledge may cause one to lose hope in life. Now, we also have some lower level examples for you. We're going to go ahead and let you finish up the rest of today on your own. What you're going to do next is, 1, examine the central ideas from a level 1, 2, and 3, and 4 response. I want you to note how each of these level central idea is different. What makes them unique? What makes them what they are? And then you're also going to note the similarities between the central ideas at the same level. What do the two level 1s have in common? What do the two level 4s have in common? Once you're done with this, you can go ahead and proceed through the rest of the packet. The next activity is asking you to look over some models of level 3 and 4 responses, and the final task will ask you to read a sample passage, discern a central idea, and the most important technique or device used to support it, and throw that into an exit ticket. Have a great day, kids.